Well, good evening, everyone. Michael Soothing here, coming to you with a new metallic sequin Stimmy pillow. This time I think what I'm going to do is do actual Stimmy with it. Rather than you watching me, I'm going to put it down and change the camera angle and do the talking quietly, or maybe even, look at that, it sends reflections all over me, it's so bright. I'll do the talking while it's down on the, I really like all the different reflected colors that come off something like this, don't you? This one is red, white, and blue. See? It's magic. Absolutely magic. Can I get the blue color to reflect? Yeah, that's cool. And I could make things with this too. But I might save that for the other pillow for the future. So let's change the camera angle. And I'll just relax and ramble a little bit with this thing, because I had kind of a stressful day, and I'll tell you about the stressful day, but in a way that doesn't stress you out, and then I'll feel more relaxed, and hopefully you will feel more relaxed also. Blue. I'm so blue. No, not really. I'm feeling pretty good. Alright, hold on a second, and we'll get the camera oriented in the proper direction. I hope it can show the colors. Alright. Yeah, as you can see, it does. It does a pretty good job of reflecting. I don't have a bright light on it either. In the sun, this thing sends out dazzling. When I was coming home in the car, I had it in the front seat, and it was throwing sparkles in all directions. Almost too bright to even see, but it was reflecting off the windshield and all the different sides of the car, and was pretty cool. Oh, look at that. Chicken feet. Or something like that. I told myself I wasn't going to make patterns in this thing and try to explain what they are. What I'm going to do with this pillow is later on, when it becomes 4th of July, that's why they have pillows like this out all of a sudden. It's because it's almost 4th of July. I'll come back and I'll do a video with this pillow, and we'll talk about the Revolutionary War and why the 4th of July is an important holiday here in America. I won't talk about it today because I could get somehow political, and I don't want to get political because then I'll be stressed. I think I told you I was going to talk about why the day was a little bit difficult. The first thing was, I can see the reflections on my hands, but I don't think you can because we don't have the right angle. But you can see my hands reflected in the pillow when I go up like this. I think you can even see me in the pillow if I look down in there. But anyway, Chelsea left for her job, which is a pretty long commute of about 30 miles. But I got a call from her a few minutes later, and she said, the bridge, there was a hit and run truck that hit the bridge and damaged it. That's on Highway 101, which is the coastal route that goes all the way up the coast of Oregon, right? And she said, the road is closed. And she was all worked up, feeling stressed and upset, because she has a perfect record so far of being on time for her job. So I said to her, Chelsea, just relax. It's gonna be all right. Come back home, call your boss, explain the situation, and try again in 2 or 3 hours. It turns out that it actually took 3 hours before they cleared the issue enough to allow travel on the highway. And there are no alternate routes, so she had to come back home. But she was very stressed and even kind of crying a little bit because she really likes her new job and she takes it very seriously, wants to be very reliable. This pillow's kind of squeezable too. So that was part of my day. I dealt with her for a while and we got that sorted out. Then we had to go take care of a housing situation thing that I won't go into details on, but that was stressful. I like how the blue is down along the edge here. I really love these. I mean, I know it's redundant to keep saying so, but I really love these metallic colors. Yeah, I think the red, white, and blue is really silver, white, and blue, but you get the idea. It's meant to be representative of the colors of the flag. Anyway, oops, I'm going the wrong way. This is sort of like petting a metallic animal, but it's actually quite relaxing and soothing. I like how that one is kind of flashing the light at you, you know? Like a little searchlight. You know the one I'm talking about. Right there. I'm going to repeat that line again from Rain Man, where he was meeting with the high-end call girl. And, you know, Dustin Hoffman, the very autistic character. And when Tom Cruise's girlfriend, played by, what's that Italian actress's name? Valeria Golino. Can't believe I remembered it. She asks him about his date with Iris. And she says, what's Iris like? And he says, she's very shiny. She's very sparkly. You know, because she had jewelry and I don't know, maybe sequins or something on her dress. I can't quite remember. Anyway, that just popped into my head because this pillow is very shiny and very sparkly. It's a funny line and kind of a private joke that we repeat around here. Me and Chelsea will say lines from the film sometimes to each other. Gotta have my date with Iris. Yeah. Anyway, And of course, we repeat the lines from Sling Blade also, because there's some classics. Like when the jerk is about to be killed, the bad guy. And so, what's the character's name now? Played by Billy Bob Thornton, the Sling Blade character. I can't remember his movie name, but, you know, he's got some kind of a mental issue. But he's gonna kill this bad guy so that he won't torment the family anymore. And he says to the guy who's drunk on the couch, "How do you go about calling the police?" And the guy who's drunk on the couch, the bad guy, says, after some preamble about asking why he's there, he says, "Well, to call the police, he says, oh, if you're gonna kill me, you better call an ambulance or a hearse." Hold on, my phone just dinged. I have to respond. Okay, I responded to the text. Now I can resume my story. Although I was getting it wrong, really. The scene is he's going to use the sling blade to kill this bad guy. And the guy says to him, he's drunk, what are you doing with that lawnmower blade that he has sharpened up, to a fine edge? And he says, Billy Bob Thornton says, "I'm fixing to kill you with it." And so the character Doyle says, "If you're gonna kill me, you better call an ambulance or the police." And the guy says, Billy Bob Thornton, "What numbers do you put in?" And Doyle says, after some preamble on some other stuff, he says, "Well, to call the police, you dial 911. Okay, now that was an awful long way for us to travel just for that ending part, but it's a little joke that we do with each other about saying 911. And it's a little hard to understand unless you hang out with mental patients like us here. I like to have a little bit of fun with these. Oh, look, this is very reflective in this direction. I think much more so. Yeah, I think I like this effect better, don't you? I think I do. It's allergy season again, of course. Not as bad as May was, but I'm starting to get a sore throat, so I think I'll whisper a little bit at this point. What do you think about this Stimmy pillow? I'm getting relaxed. I'm about ready to take a nap with this thing. It is indeed very sparkly, very shiny, and we'll come back and talk about the 4th of July in a couple of weeks when it gets closer. Meanwhile, I was telling you about the stressful day, so I'm trying to get a house sold in a probate situation, as an estate representative, and some snags came up in the escrow. And I've been working on this for several months, so it's a little frustrating. And I'm pretty much hoping I can be done with it soon, because I'm juggling 3 different houses after not having any house for a while when I sold the place in California, in Scotts Valley. I'm now the owner basically of 3 houses. The one in probate. I think I'm going to squeeze Joanne like this when she comes here. What do you think? Okay, I don't want to get age restricted, so I won't say anything else. Nothing that's too, but anyway. So, I've dealt with about 500 issues with this probate process that I'm managing. And it's very sad and depressing, as well as very difficult bureaucratically. So that was another thing that came up today. And I also had an issue pop up where the mortgage holder is double billing, and I have to get that resolved with them. And I have, of course, all the proof, but it's such a hassle, to solve these kinds of problems. And I have an issue with Obamacare, which is the most useless, worst health insurance. I've been dealing with health insurance for, more than 40 years. And I have never encountered such a ridiculously inept bureaucracy. But I'll make that in a different video, that discussion. The bottom line of it is I'm paying almost $800 a month for non-existent health care. $10,000 deductible. No doctor will accept this insurance, and it's as useless and worthless as it could possibly be. So I guess the only purpose would be if I had like a major heart attack or something and had to be put into emergency. Then I guess maybe it would have some benefit, but as normal health care. But anyway, let me stop with my complaining, because as I told Chelsea earlier, when she was ranting about the road closure, I said, Chelsea, think about all the many dozens and hundreds of things that we have to be thankful for. A little inconvenience with the road and the commute is absolutely nothing in comparison to all those things that we have to be thankful for. And I started to list what some of them are. What's on the reverse of this pillow? I like those colors. It's got a real soft sort of velvet surface, which is very pleasing to the touch, by the way. Very pleasing to the touch. Anyway, I had some opportunity to help Chelsea focus on some of those things. We live in a beautiful area on the coast of Oregon. I'm able to be retired now with a guaranteed income for life. We have a home love us. We have a very stress-free life compared to many people. I mean, we could be living in Afghanistan or someplace, born into a different culture or born into a different place. And so, or worse yet, we could be living in Des Moines, Iowa. Okay, I'm only kidding about that. We could be living in, Bakersfield, California. Now that really would be bad. Okay, sorry if any of my subbies live in Bakersfield, but I think you'll probably agree with me and say that's a place you want to be from rather than a place you're going to. But yeah. So, I hope that you have enjoyed and relaxed to this Stimmy pillow. Does it make any sounds? Let's see. It does. Should I let you hear the sounds up close? Maybe I should. Ooh, something started looking like a spider or something. I'm gonna have to get rid of it. I don't like spiders, I don't know about you. We have a pet bearded dragon here. I think I'll talk about it sometime. And someone who's coming to visit me, namely my GF, really doesn't want to be around reptiles, so that's going to create quite a dilemma, isn't it? But I suspect that she'll eventually take a little liking to it, even though I have promised her to keep it cloistered away in Chelsea's bedroom until Chelsea gets her own place. Then she will take the bearded dragon with her. So it'll be alright. I could do this for hours, I think, because it's relaxing me. I hope it's relaxing you also. Next time I get really stressed, I think I'll just snag one of these pillows and let my mind vegetate while I just make patterns in it, like how snowflakes are all different. I'll just do a lot of different things. And I'll free my mind of all thought processes. Sort of like, meditation. And then I'll have a time of prayer and allow all the stress melt away. I'll take all the stress and just let it go, right? So it just dissipates like water, floats away to some other place. All right. I know I've done this for a while now, so I think I'm going to say goodnight for now. It's quite late, almost midnight. Soon it'll be time for sleeping. So I will now, I can't stop doing this. Uh-oh. It's becoming an addiction. You might have to do an intervention. Or I might be stuck here for days. That's kind of messy. That kind of violates my sense of this. So I have to fix it before I turn the camera off. Otherwise I'll be, bugged. And I don't want to be bugged. I think I see a little spot over here, don't you? Okay. Alright, everyone. You know my advice. Don't ASMR and drive. Take care. I hope you enjoyed this. Please click on the bell next to the subscribe button if you want to get notified of new videos. Please thumb up if you like it, if you want more, and comments are welcome. And check out my GF's channel if you like mukbang videos and videos that are completely different as far as ASMR, because she likes to get a little crazy and be non-conventional, so, but I like that because I'm so, more a conventional kind of guy. And you know what they say about opposites. So, don't ASMR and drive anybody and everybody. Keep your cell phone tucked away somewhere until you're